David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Alabama's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The run inside, it's Miller. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Burrowing for yardage. Turning it on. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Left side is Anderson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right side, it's Weaver. There he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. And what's he found
that first drive by the offense. Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Roberts. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's talk about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Austin Mack takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Trying to get started. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Making the adjustment on the play. Miller with the ball. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to ride this running back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Anderson. On the stop.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off covered. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Third down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Mosley. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Touchdown, Trojans! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Mack looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Holds on, it's Anderson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here's the give off the left side. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, USC!
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the return, it's Scott. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Left side is Jenkins. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Pass to 6. Flying down the left side. At the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Bama! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body.
He's got it on the outside. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on first. Got out of trouble and throws. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. A nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Anderson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It's complete to the left. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the run on first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on second down. Looking for the goal line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Miller. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go play action with Mack. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 23 team, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Eagles looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Right side, it's Edwards. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Quick give. It's Roberts. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Works the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake, easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back.
And I'm not going to say this one's... But once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. In the backfield, it's Rodgers. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
From the gun, it's Roberts. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Throwing Russell. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide left, it's Wilson. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Run in the red zone, it's Roberts. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Out wide right, it's Edwards. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he added the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Sends it back in motion. Hits inside. It's Wormley. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ballgame, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Weaver. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Left side is Wilson. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Again, it's Russell. Wilson's got it. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Got a big paw up there and knocked it down incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Russell on play action. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Runs through the tackle. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Keelan Russell buying time to his right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. 45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. In the red area, it's Miller. Hard running there. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great